Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, Radio Out of Control. So, the last video I put up, I said I'm going to show you guys what I think I'm going to put the new Toyan V8 in. So, this here is what I picked out. This is a 1/6 scale Camaro, 2010 Camaro from Jada, and I actually had these in a box and I totally forgot about them because I was going to put it in the Skyline. But then I thought, well, you know what? I was digging out some parts and I thought, hey, what's in this box here? And I remembered a guy I work with. He grabbed a couple of these at a flea market one time, and they're twin sisters. So I got two of them, and I got one all disassembled now. So, and I did some measuring on the inside here, and I'll switch this out and I'll put the body up here for you guys to see. You can see these things got some bruises, and you know, they've been well used, you know. So here's the body. Now the wheelbase on this body, I will measure it for you right now. I like this round table I made. It is 18 inches center to center. So that would be, let me get my hand out of the way there. So it's like 18 inches center to center over the wheel wells. And overall, it's like 28, 29 inches long. So this is actually a bigger 1/6 scale, which is not a big deal because it'll fit the engine better. And I ended up cutting the hood out because the hoods they're molded right in. So I ended up cutting the hood out so I could, you know, give it some operating room in here. There's plenty of room in here, plenty of room for that new V800 to set right in there with a radiator, which is cool. So, and I won't really know until I have it, because this here I actually, like I say, I forgot I even had these things because I was going to put my Aussie V8 in one of these. Maybe do a little comparison test on how they run. Maybe that would be good. And I plan on buying the supercharger for the Toyan V8 when it does come out. That would be cool. That way they're a match pair, you know. So, but this here, this thing, you know, it always bothered me. So this is a big scale car. This is a 1/6 scale car. Now we can, you know, you can get a kiddie toy with the most perfect scale body, you know, out there that does like 2 miles an hour, you know. But when it comes to like our adult hobby, you know, we always get this crazy looking thing that's molded out of Lexan that has no detail in it whatsoever, and you have to paint everything on it, you know. And this in here actually has front and rear bumper covers, you know, that bolt on the thing, and you can see I actually took them out because I'm going to paint this. I don't know what color yet, and I'm thinking black with a red stripe to match the black and red on the Toyan V8, you know. So I'm excited to get that thing, and hope everybody's doing good out there. I'm trying to catch up on all my comments and questions and stuff. So please be patient. It's been pretty crazy. Like last week I spent most of the week trying to slice and dice my budget so I can still continue to do this stuff. You know, it's a labor of love, and you know the costs that go into these things is astronomical for me to build one. And you know, I have had a lot of people ask me, do you sell your builds? And I really don't, because you know I never thought about it actually, because you know I get them done. I put a piece of my soul in them, you know, and they're one of one ever builds. And but there may come a day I may have to, you know, let a couple of them go, you know, especially if I get too many of them, or I had doubles, maybe, you know. So I don't know yet what's going on. The cool thing is I have the Skyline. That's a 1/5 scale, and then this is a 1/6 scale. So the Skyline's a little longer, but yet the engine compartment's a lot tighter. Where this is smaller in scale, but the engine compartment's a lot wider. So I got on SterlingKit.com, and they give you the measurements of the engine, and it will just perfectly fit in here. So, and like I say, in the front, pop the hood off here, I had to cut this out back here because this is molded to the windshield wiper thing. So I wanted a cowl thing here. So this is pretty tedious today. I spent a lot of time doing that. So the front it has a very wide opening in here, and I believe it's like 124 millimeters. Hold on, let me get the measurements of the Toyan V8 for you guys. I wrote them down on an old Geico advertisement that they want me to switch over to, which I'll never do. It's 127.3 millimeters tall from the oil pan to the top of the air cleaner. The bottom of the oil pan is 32 millimeters wide down here. So, you know, of course, the top is going to be a lot wider because it's a V8, so it has a V to it. And it's 123.42 millimeters long this way, you know. And to me, I'm looking at this, that puts the engine about here, which gives me plenty of room to put in a decent sized radiator, electric fan, and you know, some like a radiator support here, you know. So it's pretty cool. And if you guys ever find these things, I mean, these things do pop up on eBay every now and then. I've seen them, and but you have to look for the 1/6 scale Jada. And the cool thing is they got like these scale mirrors on them, and they're rubber. You know, they just squeeze down in, so you won't be knocking mirrors off like on the Skyline or any of the other new bright, you know, cars and stuff that are out there. So, but it has a fuel cap here in the top, which I plan on using so I can fill it, you know. So, and this body is very, very, very light, even with all the add-ons on the thing, because the windows are kind of blacked out already. They're not see-through, they're just blacked out. And you can see it says Big Time Muscle on it. And it used to say Jada back here, J-A-D-A on the plate. I tore that off because I may put double deuce on it or something. I don't know. The cool thing I thought with these wheels are sick looking wheels, okay? And they are hobby quality wheels on the thing. The tires are a little hard because they're so old, but you know, for what it is, they look pretty awesome. And the cool thing is the backs have a 12 millimeter hex in them. So you could put these on any other rig if you wanted to. And the fronts are just a pinned, you know, thing. And I'm going to look to see if I can fit a roller, you know, a ball bearing in there to help support this for the fronts. So the rears are, you know, it's kind of like the real Camaro. I think they had, what, 22s on the back and 20s on the front. So they did do the scale correctly when they built these things. And of course the width, you know, the rears are pretty wide and the fronts are narrower, you know, you can see, which is cool and help it steer better. So that's my game plan, and I hope that you know, everything works out for this. That would be cool. And you know, I know I've been behind on putting my videos up because my builds are getting out of hand, and this is springtime, so when we finally get some weather up here in good old New England, I get a chance to go out and fire up my muscle cars and you know kind of chase the farts out of them and get rid of the old gas that's in them, because when I park my cars, I don't leave a lot of gas in them. I leave just a minimal amount, and that way there, if it does go bad, because gas nowadays is only, I mean, I think it's only good for about 90 days. So over the wintertime, that gas deteriorates in your car. especially with the ethanol they put in it now, and it totally destroys carburetors, fuel lines, fuel tanks, and all that stuff. And so I do put an additive in there to help whatever little gas I have in there, you know. And I've been doing that this past weekend, even this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. To say kudos to all the men and women who have, you know, sacrificed something in their life for our freedom, you know. So, you know, it's you got to pay the respects, you know. And I always do, this weekend I always try to rock out my cars and get them ready, and tomorrow I might take a couple for a ride, illegal or not, I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe if you want. This is another crazy build we're going to do here, and I probably will not get the Toyan V800 until the end of next month. So, or this coming month, June, I think they said it's scheduled to come out. I'm still waiting for the 4-cylinder engine that I bought from them. But, you know, you have to understand, a lot of them cities over there are back in lockdown and everything else, so that totally stops production on a lot of stuff. So I haven't really asked them at all. You know, I know they've always been good to me. So, I mean, if you're good to them, they're good to you, you know. And they always have come through, even if it's a little too late, you know what I mean. But on my chopper build, I put it over there by my 62 Impala. Here, you can see it's sitting over there right now next to the 62 Impala. That thing is, you know, I'm still waiting for parts to come on that. I did order my sprockets and all that stuff came, and then I forgot I ordered a bunch of 5mm shafts and bearings, and that's kind of in hold up right now. But like I say, you know, you guys have any comments or whatever, feel free to ask me. I will always try to answer you back. And I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll catch you later, man. Love to all. Adios.